Hi, TPK. They can't hear you. You can't hear them yet. I'm working on it. I was actually just in the middle of apologizing for the delay because of extreme technical issues on my end, and they did not stop before going live. So hang on. Where's everybody else? Do. There we
Help.
go. Say hello,
Help.
everybody.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
Hey, you want to try that again? Why are we late?
Dicks and butts.
And poop.
Well,
and
poop
porn on Twitter.
and sex worker.
Yeah.
And sex workers. Yep.
All right. So hi, TPK.
All good things.
Hi, TPK. We're here. Again, apologies for the extreme delay. I need to purge apparently my streaming software and just ground up the whole thing again. I'm that Magic Juice. I'm the shepherd of this on Queen's Gambit. We'll go around the table real quick and introduce ourselves and do our recap of what happened last session and get right to it. So, Heck, let's start with you, please.
yeah, hey everybody, it's me, Sir Heckolette. As per usual, I am playing Aster, the Shifter Circle Wildfire Druid. Moving on over to Hyacinth.
Hiya, I'm Hyacinth, and I'm playing our Springy Ladrin. I just realized as a player out of game that they're supposed to change with the seasons, but I've just been perpetually spring because I didn't know that. So I'm a whole lot of things, a lot of them weird, and next, corn dog.
Hey. Hello, everyone. It's me, Corndog McGraw. I am playing Juno, the elf Twilight Domain cleric. Pass it to Ulta / Chrissy.
Hello. Thank you, Corn Dog. That's who I'm playing.
Let's
might
fucking
have
get it! Yeah!
We may have a competition, folks, today for Chief Cat of Chaos on the Queen's Gambit crew. We'll find out by the end of the night.
We're in.
Yeah. Okay. So last time we were here, we had a whole bunch of stuff going on. So I'm going to pull up my note here. The Council of Waterdeep is officially supporting us. After recounting some major events and decisions that we collectively have made to this point in the campaign, we've been asked to start to pursue some allies in the upcoming war, is the exact phrasing that the council and faction leaders are using. And you are starting with the missing Maccath the Crimson, a tiefling mage who had been investigating a strange lair when her contact was lost, presumably due to the lair itself having anti-magic protections. So we're off on a boat called Frostskimmer with one Captain Lerustah, but not before Eliseo is actually personally approached by the headmistress of the Watchful Order of Magus and Protectors to take on an assignment side by side with them on not only their own development for everything that's to come, but also to assist in teaching and working on some cool magic items and stuff as well. So after resupplying or supplying up in Waterdeep, we're now aboard the Frostskimmer, and we begin with an attack, in which Lerustah comes and interrupts us in the morning and says, "I hope you're ready for some action." Marrows on the hull. So I'm going to swap you guys off of that leaving map to this and adjust it appropriately for stream.
Oh, no.
We are here. Can you see?
A bit?
Yeah.
Yes.
You should be
Technically,
able to see
yes.
a bit. I think while you guys are rolling initiative, I'm probably just going to remove those lines because they just are not helpful. And let's...
Can you also remove LSAO so I don't get sad?
Oh, yeah. My bad. There we go.
This is off to a great start.
Yeah.
Gotta turn the music up for myself. I don't know how. Here we go.
Alta with a 6, Aster with a 3.
Ooh. I'm coming. I just have to select.
The audio
I'm doing the
is-
test of which dice I use, real or fake.
The audio is about as high as it can go, folks. At least.
Oh no! I rolled high on initiative. Oh, thank you, Icarus.
The
No.
answer is digital dice because that was a net 20 versus what I rolled for my test was a 5.
Alta with the 6. Juno 19. And Aster 15. Doing this. Alright, Icarus. You are going to see several tentacles and spears and other limbs crawling over the edge of the ship here. If I can get them in the right spots. There. What would you like to do?
Okay, so without taking too much time, because I wouldn't have that much time in character, we just got up there. I am just going to pull out my bow and I'm going to attack twice at this one. They look hella sick. Oh wait. Sorry, I take back this entire turn. I don't want to do that much damage. I want to cast Vicious Mockery at the first one the one like closest to Juno right here. So that'll be a Wisdom save
Okay.
of 16.
Wisdom save. It's gonna be a 3.
Nope. So he takes 2d6 psychic. Oh, wrong spell. Fuck. 2d4 psychic damage. I re-rolled it. It's the second one.
Okay.
So he takes 5 psychic damage as I say, "Oh no, minnows!" And that is how we start combat. From there, I will take my bonus action to use my Bardic Inspiration to grant my Mantle of Inspiration, so 5 temp HP, so up to 4 creatures, so all 4 of us get 5 temp HP. As you see kind of like, almost like a pink glowing or like shimmering energy appear on all of us, and it almost looks like pauldrons on top of whatever armor we're wearing. That is my turn.
Okay. That's gonna bring us to Juno.
All right. I am going to should I cast it? Is this only for one person? Water walk? I'm looking at it right now.
Ooh.
That could be for a group, I believe.
Up to 10 willing creatures. So I'm gonna cast Water Walk on us and then any like crewmates nearby that could fall within that to get us up to 10. So that way, if anything gets a little topsy-turvy, we can stay safe. And then, as my bonus action, Is spiritual weapon not concentration?
Nope,
Spiritual
it just
weapon
lasts
is not.
twice. Very
Oh, I can't
They
cast
seldom-
2 rank spells.
in one turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have a bonus action cantrip, but
What is the light situation out here right now, Magic?
It's morning and clear out, so.
God damn it! Fuck this beautiful weather. I'm going to go. Bye, Ulta. I'm going to run to safety, and for my bonus action, I will end my turn in defense mode. Yeah.
All right, that'll bring us to these dudes.
Uh-oh.
Or dudettes, whatever they are.
Let me say, nah, bruh.
One's gonna scoot over to the captain. One down here.
Ah,
Jesus H.
And two down here.
ah.
And
For
they're
what?
gonna be trying to harpoon y'all.
So
Uh-oh.
the one that I hit, the one that went to the captain, has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Oh, okay. Let's do that one first. Going to attempt. Oh, okay. First one's at disadvantage. It's going to be a 15 to hit him. And you'll actually see Captain Lerustah quickly react with a quick flip of one hand and like a tap of his staff in the other. And the shimmer will go over him real quick, and you'll hear this kind of ping of almost like metal on metal. And then the second attack is normal, right? It was only the next attack, Hyacinth?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. That'll be a 12. That will not hit. And then the same thing's going to happen to Ulta. So it's 2 rolls because it's multiple attacks. It's going to be an 11 and a 17 Ulta.
11 will not, but the 17. Oh, wait. Yeah. Means it beats it. Fucker.
All right. 11 piercing damage. And then 2 to Aster at advantage.
Uh-oh.
Because flanking. So one is a 12.
I don't think that hits. It does not.
Okay. And then the second is a 20.
That will hit.
That will be for 13 piercing damage.
Oh my god, okay.
And then it is Aster's turn.
Okay. Yeah, no, I really didn't like that. Yeah, you know what? Oh, I forgot I prepared this. Yeah, I like this. She is going to raise her hands up at the sky as the once clear morning, a storm begins brewing as she casts Call Lightning.
This is my favorite druid spell and one of my favorite spells
It's
ever.
so good.
It's just,
Um,
it's just an area of generally fuck you.
Exactly. Okay, so I know it takes the action to cast it. I gotta remember what I'm doing. Oh, I can just choose a point. Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll choose this point. Oh, hold on. I gotta get back to the tool that actually pings. We'll just choose this point right here, just so it's within 5 feet of these two.
Okay.
I'll need some dex saves.
Yeah. Okay, and we've got that. It's going to be a 13 for both.
Ooh, both of those fail, so let me just roll that damage real fast.
Whoa. Wait.
It's just 20 because not the storming conditions weren't already there. I caused those. But
yes.
still, the 20.
20 damage to each, correct?
Correct.
It's one, yeah, it's one strike. Noted.
I think I'll leave my turn there.
Okay. Next, some octopi. You're going to be sleuthing along the side of the ship here. 20. Wait, movement speed. They are slow. You're gonna be trying their darndest, but not really able to do much. Double checking. Oh. Yeah. Yep. Okay, that's it for them for now. Ulta.
Yeah. So Ulta will do the marrow directly in front of her. Will do her 2 short attacks with a 17 and an 11.
The 17 will hit.
All right. So that is 6 piercing.
Okay.
And then with her bonus action, she will turn and do a crossbow bolt to this guy.
Are you adding your swarm damage if you'd like?
I did not add my swarm damage
Oh, good call.
for the reminder. 1.
Okay.
One
then-
single kingfisher bird.
Who are you attacking with the crossbow again?
This guy.
Okay. And that'll be a disadvantage. Wait, did you take crossbow expert? Feat?
Yes.
Okay. then
That's
you're
why I did this.
Not at disadvantage.
Yes. A 15 to hit?
That'll hit.
Okay. And a 9 of piercing on that guy.
And
And
that,
that's all.
just to make sure, was that the marrow or the octopus?
The 9 was for the octopus, this one.
Okay. Gotcha. It would have hit either one. I just didn't realize I did not see exactly which one you pinned. My bad.
That's okay.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Back up to Icarus. I didn't miss anybody, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to look at the one that is attacking the captain, be like, shit, we probably need him. And I am going to 2nd level cast Dissonant Whispers on it. So that will be another wisdom saving throw. At the one right next to the captain.
Okay. Wisdom save. Not rolling twice. That was an 11.
Nope. Okay, so first of all, that is 46 damage. And then it is use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed is away from me. It doesn't move to obviously dangerous ground. That's it.
Uses its action to move as far as it can away from you.
Uses its reaction.
A reaction, so right now.
But right
Yes.
now he goes deuces.
Yeah.
And then do I get opportunity attack?
No, I'm
it's
doing
the one
further
by
away.
the captain.
Yes.
Damn, okay.
What is
kidding.
your movement speed? It is. Alright.
Wait, how much damage did I do? 15, that's not bad.
15.
Yeah. 15 psychic damage.
Okay.
I cast a spell with my action, so my bonus action. Like looking at our captain, do I think he can do anything? Like, do I think he's like, does he look tough or does he look like commoner? Just so I know for myself.
Well, kind of. It probably would have been a surprise when he first whipped out the staff to like activate the ship in the first place. And you would recognize that he just shielded himself from an attack of the marrow just a few seconds ago. So it's easy to tell that he has some magical capabilities at the very least.
Okay, so then I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step closer to him, because like if I see that, I'm like, okay, he's not a commoner, but also like, who knows how much he can do. So I'm going to move myself 30 feet and then get right here. And would I be able to like walk kind of around the squid or no? Like, could I just, or is it like taking up that whole space just to get on the other side?
You know, I would allow it, but along with a dexterity check, because you'd be like in a hurry, so
Okay.
make sure you don't slip.
Just plain dex.
Yeah. And this won't use like any actions like it normally would.
Yep, and I'm just like 5 feet over. That's what it would be, and it was a 24.
Okay, so you're good. I'm gonna say you're like right at the edge of the banister there. And you can.
Yeah, it's just not letting me do that, but I'm trying.
Here, I gotcha.
I thought I remembered what button it was, and it wasn't doing it.
Alt. It's.
Wait,
Yeah.
I wanted to be on the right side of him.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yep, same idea, just on that banister. Yep.
Okay. Oh, but you're on the banister. Got it.
Well, not standing on it, but like right next to it. Yes.
Okay, that works.
Perfect. Thank you. Like on as in right next to.
The theme of like the last few days has been just me not registering shit that you guys are saying to me. All right. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Okay, that'll bring us to Juno.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scooch a little bit. Okay, Alt, you go here now. There. And I'm going to use 2-weapon fighting to whip this guy here twice.
You have a whip? Oh my
Yeah.
god!
I
you
have
whip.
2 whips.
Yeah.
I'm fucking Indiana Jones right now.
Oh my god.
Here we go. A 1,
Here we go.
a 2.
Oh no. Okay, one was good.
Okay, well,
The second one
I
hits.
tried real hard, you guys. 7 slashing and 7 divine bullshits. So 14 total. And then for my bonus action, I will cast my spiritual weapon once again above this guy and have it here.
Nice.
I don't know where it is. I don't know how to use anything on the internet.
I don't know if there's a way for me to put tokens in your inventory to use.
That's okay. I'll let you do it forever because why learn something new?
Right. While I'm
Dependency.
finding it, you can roll that attack.
It's a 27 to hit and 7 force damage.
Nice.
Ah,
Okay, so that doesn't want to work for some reason. Juno, or Corn Dog,
we can just theater of the mind it.
Yeah.
There's
or-
a spiritual weapon out there, and I'll do my best to remember.
Yeah, and if you want to, or you could draw a circle, and that'll be something that you can manipulate since you drew it. However you want to handle it. Okay, so that dude, there you go. Is that one? So you gave it a total of
21 damage.
yes. That one is not looking so good. It's already slashed up.
I'm just gonna wiggle my whips in the air a little bit, and then go back to hiding behind this thing.
All right, Aster, you're up.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing the lightning thing for my action. I imagine that the missed whip strike that Juno does just cracks in the air, and then immediately after is this huge boom
Nice.
from the actual spell itself. Yeah, we're just gonna have it strike right here this time, so we can get that octopus in there. I need some dex saves again.
So which? Oh, the same two, or
These two. So
those two?
the octopus and the
They're
marrow.
close enough. Okay.
Okay.
Dex save 1. Dex save 2. 6 and 5.
Oh, like, I was looking at that 16. Nope. All right, let me roll some damage on that. Whoop. 13.
Okay. Math is hard sometimes. And we are on that one. Okay. Now this marrow. Also not looking so hot. Definitely very bloody. Anything else?
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Okay. That'll bring us to this octopus scooching around on the, with the weird suction cup sounds on the hull of the ship. Going to Aster and trying to tentacle grab you.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. That's going to be 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And yeet.
Wait, what do you mean yeet?
Aster goes flying off the ship.
Fortunately, you have the ability to walk on
Those
water.
are good things.
Yes.
We have water wall. I mean, I could have just wild shaped.
Yeah, you would have been absolutely fine. But now that we know we can be yeeted,
Yep.
Oh, let me roll that
and
that
this-
concentration check real fast.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna save
Oh
my
no!
third
Well,
one as well, just-
there goes call lightning.
And you don't have anything that gives you, advantage on concentration
Nope, I don't
checks,
have
right?
Warcaster.
Okay.
I do.
It's fine.
Can I lend it to Heck?
Unfortunately, no. Icarus, the same as to you with a 21 to hit.
Oh, yep.
7 bludgeoning damage. And you are thrown overboard. The other one scooted, and that brings us to Ulta.
She's going to the same rules apply, but she's going to do. We'll go with 2 here and 1 here. It's a 12 and a 28 to hit, so the 28 would hit.
The 28 will hit, yes.
With 14 damage on that one.
And which one was that?
That was this guy,
Okay.
and then
Go ahead.
a crossbow at the one right here.
Okay. The first one slumps onto the deck with your hit. And now the crossbow bolt.
Yes. 16 to hit
That'll hit.
with 9 piercing.
Niner. It's not doing so hot. It's on death's door. Anything else?
Negative.
Okay. That brings us back up to Icarus.
How tall is the side of the boat? Like, would I have to climb it?
Yep. It's about 10 feet from the top of the water to this lower. Sorry, you're over here. To the
And
lower section, yeah, it's about 10 feet. To the upper, it's
I already
another
used
10.
my phase step, so I'm just gonna be lazy. I'm gonna cast fly on myself.
Okay.
And then my fly speed is, I believe, 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
60 feet.
Correct.
So, ruler. 40 plus 10 up, I could do that. So I'll do 10 up to get here, and then I'll be there 10 feet in the air. So unless it's reach, I'm safe.
I feel like those tenties have reach.
Well,
From what I know
didn't
about
think about that yet.
tenties.
it can try throwing me again, but I feel like it'll be harder
Could be.
because I'm flying.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. That is Juno's turn.
Time to not go that far. Time to whip. Yip. Yeah.
Both of
Nice.
So 10, 23 points of damage to this guy right here.
Okay.
How's he looking?
Also on death's door.
Son of a bitch, I wanted him to die this round.
You do have
Okay,
a spiritual
I will.
weapon there.
Yep, I'm going to hit him with my spiritual weapon. Do. Excuse me. Sheet.
Oof.
Well, that sucks. So, nothing. I will use the rest of my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon over here. And then I will once again move behind the beam. Do
Alright.
not notice me.
That'll bring us to these guys. He's not a fan of constantly getting hit by you, Juno, so he's going there. This one's going to Ulta. This one's going to Icarus.
Does it have reach?
How high in the air are you?
I'm only like 10 feet, now that I think about it. I don't think you need reach to hit 10 feet, do you?
You do. You traveled a total of 60 feet, including the height. Yeah, you're about 10 feet in the air.
Yeah. I moved 40 feet across and 20 feet up.
Yep. Okay, so this guy's still gonna go there, but it's going to try to throw its harpoon at you
That sounds more painful.
for 23. Oof.
Yeah.
10 piercing damage. But now it is harpoonless. Notably.
Is there a rope or chain on that harpoon?
Nope.
Oh, okay, good.
It looks like it from the picture, but I'm saying no. Okay, then there's going to be one going at Juno. It's actually going to try to bite and claw at you.
No. Yes,
23.
those hit.
That's going to be 8 piercing damage, and then the claw is a 19.
19 does not hit.
Nice. Okay. And then the same thing to Ulta from the one that's next to you. So that is a 23 to hit you. Holy hell.
Oh my god.
For
They're
5,
coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah. 5 piercing damage. And then a crit fail on the second strike. That's it for them.
Wait, was that
Master.
to me again?
No, that was Ulta.
Oh, so the thing only tried to bite me? It didn't try to claw me?
It did try to claw you, but missed.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm losing my marbles.
Well, all right. I'm on the water. I've never just been like walking on water before. This feels really weird, especially since like there are waves. So it's just kind of like whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna spend my action to wild shape into a giant eagle. I'm just gonna kind of fly over top of the boat, just kind of hovering, just waiting amongst the sails for now.
Okay. Feel free to move your token where you're going to actually be.
All right. I'm just probably like a good like 20 or so feet up.
Okay. And you said you're waiting, so nothing else?
Yep, that's all. And it takes my action to do, so I'm like, eh.
Okay. Icarus, seeing that it can't really reach you, this octopus is gonna shift over a smidge.
Oh shit, my plan to block did not work. Because he just threw and moved. And now I'm too lazy to get back in range.
This one's going here. This one's going here. That Aster, that one can't reach you. Ulta, this marrow is in the way, so it's like trying to get its tentacles around, but can't quite reach. But the captain, what's gonna happen to him? He is going to shield again as the octopus tries to grab him up there. But you can see that he's struggling between like trying to defend himself and only really being able to be in a defensive mode, but like keep one hand on the mast here to, or whatever, that's the steering wheel. To sort of like keep
The steering wheel's actually back here, not to be a Navy
Oh my god, it
enthusiast.
is.
Yeah, the
well,
portcullis is on the other
Whatever
side.
that is up there then.
It's fine. Yeah, the portcullis. That's all good.
All right.
It's the
Sorry,
thing
man,
that the people
sorry.
push
No,
in
you're good, you're good.
circles.
He's hanging
Yeah.
onto something.
It's the anchor thingy, isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yes. I really should have looked some shit up before.
It's the thing to awaken the Kraken.
Has anyone noticed that this ship looks like an awkward penis?
Wow. Yep. Do now.
All right, so
Those are some
turn.
little balls.
That brings us back to Ulta.
Yeah. On that note, 2 short sword attacks to this guy right here. Hang on. This guy. This
Mhm.
one. And then the third attack will be to this guy. And that will be cross.
Okay. Both of those hit.
Cool.
Okay,
Mhm,
18.
mhm.
Oops.
Did that go through? Hang on. I
It
don't
did.
think it went through. Okay. And then the 4 more for the swarm.
Ah, okay.
And then the crossbow bolt.
25.
25. With 11 piercing to the squishy octopus boy.
That one. Okay.
So that was 22, I think, to the marrow, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then 11 to the octopus. And
Yes.
then that'll be my turn.
Okay, that marrow is now officially bloodied. Not looking to be in great shape. The other 2 are in extremely bad shape. Looking like you could kind of just spit on them. And that'll bring us back up to Icarus.
I am going to take my 2 bow attacks at the one right in front of me. So the first one will be a 20 to hit
Yep, that hits.
and 9 damage.
And it was at the marrow or the octopus?
The marrow.
Okay. That one is Dunzo.
And then can I? So the octopus is right below me, but I'm flying 10 feet up. So is it still a ranged attack, or is he 5 on top of 5? Is
That is still ranged for you. Yeah.
okay. So I guess I'll do like a flying, like tilting myself downward to shoot again. And
Ooh.
then that one will be a natural 20 for 33,
Oh my god.
which is okay. I don't know if that rolled right.
It won't roll right because it doesn't incorporate my
Okay.
rule for crits. So 1d8 plus 5 is going to be your 13 plus what you rolled, which is a 4. So the total is going to be 7. Oh, it actually worked out with that roll, but it might not always.
Wait, so I rolled a. Oh my God.
The number below the 33 is what it attempted to roll for your crit,
Yeah.
given the basic crit rule.
So below it, I rolled my normal damage, which was 5 plus 5. So do I just roll another d8?
No. We can ignore that 10. If you hover over the numbers on the one that says
Yes.
9 plus crit 6,
Yes.
the 9 is 1d8 plus 5. You rolled a 4, so we're ignoring that for now. 1d8 plus 5 max damage is 13. 8 plus 5,
Okay.
right? And then
Yes.
we're taking the 4 that you rolled and adding that to it.
Okay. So it is 19.
17.
Got it.
And that octopus is this one. Math is hard. Here we go. Anything else?
And then for absolutely no reason at all, I will just like drop down on top of it and be like on top of its face, like wrangling it,
Okay.
just as like a distraction.
Excellent. Juno.
Yes, I would like to whip again.
Excellent. Ooh.
Ooh,
Whip.
Woo! Crit whip!
worse than any.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay, so let me do this math here. So we've got 6 plus 4 is 10. And then we've got 8 plus 8 16, 26.
Well, only the first one crit.
No, the other, so that is the crit. I get Divine Strike.
Oh, yes. Okay,
That's
I
my
see.
other die that I roll. It's a D8.
Yes. Okay.
Because
Nice.
I am divine in nature now.
So I am getting 16, right? Nope.
26 for
16
that
plus
first hit.
Plus that. Okay. Yes.
26 for the first hit. And then 9 for the second one.
So here's the dealio. Your first hit actually killed this marrow,
Oh.
but you are still able to move and then use that second whip. If you wanted
Just move
to.
around this beam, and
Yeah.
I whip this one next to Ulta.
And we'll take that 24 that hits.
Okay. And that's 9 points. 4 slashing, 5.
Juno's
Divine.
on a killing spree.
And then I will use my spiritual weapon on this octopus.
Okay.
That's. Hang on, how far can I move this?
20 feet. As part of your bonus action, you can move it up to 20 feet and attack with it, or you don't have to move it at all if you don't want to.
I'm gonna move it, I guess, on top of this octopus and attack it.
Okay.
Rawr. Actually, I'm going to move it towards this side of the octopus and attack it. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh. Yep, that hits for 11.
For 11 force damage.
All right. Anything else?
How squishy does the octopus look? How squished?
This one and the one up by Icarus are looking a little droopy, I guess.
Okay.
The one down by Aster is looking is pretty okay. It's taking a couple hits, but not as bad as the others.
I will move next to Ulta to back her up. Or actually, no, I won't. I'm gonna move in a convenient spot that will be basically where I was. So that way, if one of these sons of bitches gets in between us, we have flanking.
Okay. That'll bring us to Aster.
All right, cool. I've just been hovering around, just looking at particular target. And I set my eye on this one octopus over here. I would like to swoop down and is it? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Would it be possible for me to forgo one of my multi-attack attacks to grapple this thing instead?
Absolutely. Let's rule cool
All
the
right.
fuck out of that. Yep.
All right. I guess I just gotta roll a strength check then.
Actually, the argument could be made attempting to grapple is an attack action anyway, so I think that works
Oh.
out no matter what way we slice it.
With your claws, get all great.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's gonna be my talons, basically. And if possible, I'd like to spend the other attack of this multi-attack to yeet this thing off the boat.
Give it a taste of its own medicine.
Exactly. I'm gonna
Eat it
fly
back.
out there and I'm gonna
Yep.
yeet
Throw it back.
I have a flight speed of 80 feet, and I have 60 more of it, so I'm just
Nice.
gonna kind of go like out here and just throw it.
So you're gonna make that. What was the? You're gonna make that
Claw
talon
attack?
attack. Yeah. See if you can grab it.
Okay. Where's the stat block? There it is. $13.
That actually hits.
All right.
Pedus lapidus.
Is grappled. Then I guess we'll just roll the second one.
I feel like one of the weirdest things is that like if you grappled an octopus, I feel like
Oh,
it
no.
would immediately try to grapple you and just.
Although, would it be a
Hold
roll to hit just to throw it? I don't know.
Nope. You're. Well, I'm gonna.
They didn't have to roll to throw us.
So you had. I think we did this a little backwards, but they both hit anyway. So one of them is gonna be like digging your talons into damage, and then the second will be insert some narrative thing here to make it work that you damaged it with one of those and were able to grapple it with the other. So go ahead and roll damage for one of them.
Sure thing. Okay. Seven.
Okay. And then sent it packing. So you
I
guys are gonna
confirm the waves from which you came.
Excellent. Anything else for you then?
That'll be it.
Okay. That's gonna bring us here. And this one's wrestling with Icarus. So Icarus, does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be 6 bludgeoning damage, and it's gonna pick you up off of it and throw you this way. But I'm gonna say, since you were technically flying, are you still flying?
Yes.
So you just
Wait,
need to
let me
a
roll.
concentration check. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I would like to be.
Yep. So you're
yeah,
good.
good.
And instead of just plopping into the water overboard, you'll be hovering at basically the ship's ground level right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Juno. This one's going to try to do the same thing to you. 18 to hit.
No.
All right. Not very exciting for the bad guys that time. Ulta.
Can I just get a quick recap on what's happening out here in the middle of what appears to be the ocean with a giant eagle and an octopus? Are they just in the air grappling?
I have thrown the octopus back into the ocean.
Okay, so you are just flying through the air majestically.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, never mind. Then I will just I'll just go ahead and move up to this guy and do a few stabbies.
Do you have enough movement to make it to the other side? Just like a scooch that way?
Well, that's what I was just gonna
Push to it,
ask.
right?
Like, if moving around him doesn't give an opportunity attack, right?
Right.
If I stay within, okay, that was literally what I was hoping to be able to do. Boop.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So now both are at advantage. 17 hits.
Let me redo that one guy. For 13.
Roll one more time for it.
One more time. Why?
you
Oh,
flank
because
it.
the other one. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you hit twice.
Yeet.
It's that one. Okay. 11, 9, and Swarm says 6. Ooh,
Woo!
sploosh. This octopus just kind of slumps into a puddle of tentacly, almost goo on the deck of the ship here.
That means you
Nice.
can see over it.
Yep. Anything else, Ulta?
Well, how far is this guy? 40 feet? Yeah, I'll go ahead and chuck a crossbow bolt at that guy.
Okay.
Oh, bummer. With a 10 to hit. Meh.
Crit fail. Swing wide. I don't do extra flavor for crit fails usually, so I won't say this happens, but it would definitely be one of those where you would have like hit the captain.
Oh, jeez.
But
Thanks for not.
I don't really roll like that. Oh,
That's it?
okay. So a magical wind brushes across the ship, and you'll see this one remaining octopus revitalize a little bit due to Tony's healing in chat.
Sag.
All right. That brings us to Icarus.
As I go floofing across, I'm gonna point back at the octopus, and I'm gonna go, "Stop being such an octopus over!" And then I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Nice. Wisdom save.
So wisdom save. Yep.
15.
Does not save. So I will deal 2d4, which is 5 psychic damage, and I will fly a little bit closer.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
That brings us to Juno.
Woohoo! I'm gonna scoot this over yonder for my bonus action in case an octopus decides to climb up. Just to have it there. Then I think I can make my way up to what's on this side. Here. Can I whip from this range? Or do I need to be a little closer?
Believe the whip range is 10 feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that. So something that helps with these oversized maps, since for whatever reason the scaling doesn't always work correctly, if you just hover over the measuring tool and do the no snapping option, you can truly measure from you without it defaulting to the center of the grid.
Excellent. 8.3 feet. That's within whips. And shields. Uh, 23 and a 17.
Both will hit.
Most excellent. For 22 points of damage.
After this octopus had been dropped in the water, Aster, you would have been able to see that it quickly swam away, as if it's not a fan of all this. Juno, please describe how you slay the final octopus.
I think it goes to reach for the captain, and as its tentacles come out, I whip them and pull them back in and just use all of my momentum to try to shove it off the ledge and just kind of like carry it across the staircase. So it just goes whoop and plops in the water right over here.
Nice.
If anything can work on my computer. Just gonna use my whips to plop it back into the sea. because at least it can become a snack for a sea creature.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Hope you find you're dead.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
hope you find peace in death.
Yep. All right,
Bye.
plop and splash. We are out of initiative. The battle at sea is concluded, and the captain is going to be. He'll be clearly still kind of in a defensive mode, but not quite as panicked, I'll say, as you might expect from somebody who is just like completely useless. And with that, it is actually a perfect timing opportunity for us to take our first break of the night. So we will be right back. We're back.
Woo!
Don't forget that we need to put the captain where the actual wheel is and not on the poop deck.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, speaking of poop deck, I really enjoyed opening up my notes. And the last note I have in here is, do you have any decks called the poop deck? That's the last note.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you did. You guys did do that. I'm gonna.
Bolton knows
Give
very
me-
few things.
Can you give me
but
1
the
second
things
before you
that
start
she
it? I'm getting a
knows.
call. Might be important.
You are okay. Well, we're already here. But that's okay. We can start talking.
Hi, Hyacinth.
Bye.
Hope you
There we
find your
go.
dad.
Okay, so we are in the immediate breath of relax after this fight has finished. Is there anything in particular you guys would like to be doing or talking about?
Magic, do you know what my note, winking shield means?
That is one of the vendors in Waterdeep. That I believe that was the armory.
Yes. Now I remember what fuck the serene means. Okay, I'm caught back up.
I think
Wait,
I
what?
would descend down from the sails at this point and drop out of wild shape.
Do you
And
need some healing?
yeah, just be by the wheel. Just making sure the captain's okay. Is that's normal, right? You were talking about that being incredibly common. Are you okay?
I'm all right, yes, and that wasn't entirely unexpected. I'm just glad that you all are clearly as capable as you're said to be. I'll be fine.
I fall to the ground like, oh no, I'm bleeding out. It was such hard fighting.
I'm going to walk over my brother as he's fallen to the ground. And just ask, Esther, are you okay? You took a few hits.
I took a couple, but nothing. Just a little rest won't fix. So those were marrows. I've never heard of them before.
Mutated merfolk, and they don't around here take kindly to visitors. So I think as far as our reports from Maccath had been in the first place, we're heading the right direction.
Why are you trespassing through their area? Why not go around?
There's really not much of an around to go through anymore.
Why is that?
There's a perimeter around this island that we seek, according to Maccath. It seems to be heavily guarded by these types of creatures pretty much all around. It's unclear if it's at the directive of someone or something, but either way, it's consistent. No matter where we try to enter from. He'll also tap his staff on the on the deck, and you'll feel a familiar sort of lurching forward, not nearly as violent as the original one, so clearly you're not moving quite as fast as before, but he's focused on keeping it moving. Is there anything you guys need?
No.
I don't think so.
Thanks, Cap.
I certainly hope that the rest of our day goes a bit more smoothly than that, but just be on alert just in case.
Sure thing. I think after this, how this morning has gone, Astra will probably have more of an eye out, just like in general, out on the water, out on the horizon, just for anything that might be odd.
So I described earlier that the day for you is pretty much clear and steady, but you will see on the horizon a swirling of this kind of mix between what would originally look like storm clouds and below it some fog or mist. Going from what you can tell from this distance, it looks like it goes from the sea surface to the cloud cover. And you might get a look from Captain saying, and he'll say, further confirmation, right direction.
That was my next question, so good thing he answered it already.
Perhaps I could pray for a safer way. And I will just disappear below deck and find the darkest part of this boat to attempt to commune.
Ooh.
And I will be ritually casting.
Okay. Is it a spell called Commune?
Yes. Would you like me to put it in the thingy?
I've got it, but thank you.
Nope, what? Put it in there?
I put it there anyways.
This one. Okay. Go for it. I don't think you have to roll anything, right?
Nope. So, question number 1 will be, are we on the safest path to our destination?
You'll feel this, it'll be like a semi-familiar feeling of attachment / connection with the Moonweaver. You don't see like a vision of her or anything, and in this instance she doesn't actually speak, but you will get a sort of like prod at your ambitions and feelings, as if she is directly saying yes.
I was expecting her to say no. For now, our 2 questions. Will we make it to our destination tonight?
No.
Is LSAO happy? If I could.
Yes.
I will just sigh deeply before leaving this dark spot on the ship and give the captain a thumbs up. Good choice on the path, good destination. Good job. We're not gonna make it there tonight, though, are we?
Assuming no further obstructions, we have just under 2 days remaining.
All right.
Anyone else?
All Ulta's doing is shaving off very small pieces of sashimi from the octopus and hoping that Sunrunner enjoys sashimi as well.
Nice.
I'm just gonna like casually just be like, I always thought mermaids were prettier than this. Anywho, just like whoever hears it, but not really knowing what to do on the boat, I'll just kind of just like pace around and just be like,
I
Did you
think
say
at
the
some.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I think at some point, something else was happening during the day. Once water walk wears off, Aster will actually like get in the water and wild shape into like some type of shark and just like swim along with the ship. Just to see like, hey, what's under there? What's going
show
on?
off.
The rest is gonna look at Juno and say, with kind of like a little bit of surprise, and ask, she do that often?
I just stare blankly at him. Because I don't know. I've never seen her do it before. So. Perhaps.
I'll just be like, I mean, the general idea, yeah. Just not that specific thing. I don't know.
I'm in the process of fashioning a very large umbrella for me to stand under out here in this beautiful day. Or a very like goth parasail.
Nice. All of you who are still on board the ship are going to see the captain sort of like try to look out and make an attempt to yell. Well, we should pick up the pace soon. Aster, you're not able to hear that. But the rest of you will see the captain still kind of like awkwardly looking around as if in anticipation for them to come back.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, what does that mean for us?
Well, hopefully it means you can make yourselves comfortable. Speaking
I
of
just
which-
wasn't sure if you needed me to do anything or like, I'm not really qualified anyways, so.
Well, it couldn't hurt to start, throwing those overboard. We have no real use for them. But otherwise...
But the sashimi.
He's pointing
try
at
to-
the marrow.
Oh, okay.
I'll try to
I
find
don't wanna
someone
do
who can,
that.
I'll look at him and be like, I'll try to find someone who can do that.
I go and remove one. And then stare at my brother as to why he hasn't removed it.
Not strong.
Slump.
Yeah, I mean, once like there are like bodies falling into the water and the ship is like beginning to speed up a little bit, and Aster's having a harder time keeping up with her old shark tail and fins, I think she would probably get back up into the boat.
If I started getting nervous, I would have sent Aster a message as well. But
Okay.
Like, hey, it's time to get out of the water. We're going now.
Yeah, I don't have any spells that get dead bodies to move themselves, so I'm useless.
I mean, I can cast water breathing on you, and I just toss you over.
No, I'll just try to find like a strong looking deckhand and I'll cast Charm Person and ask him to help me do it.
Shimmy a little. Want to help me move this?
You look like you're strong for helpful purposes.
You're doing this to the captain?
No, just like some random deckhand who looks pretty like tough.
Oh, it's just the 5 of you on the ship.
Mhm. There's
I
no
for-
crew.
I
the
forgot
captain
about
is
that.
just talking to.
I
Was he being really passive aggressive and being like, someone should get those bodies off, but not really asking us to?
No, he said it would help if you could remove those.
Ulta has
I
been
just-
slowly making I mean, she's small, but she's over there the whole time, so she has no idea what you guys are talking about.
I just assumed there
So
were
she's been
more
working
people
on the
than us,
task,
just
yeah.
unspoken, like just happened to be around. Okay, so I'll go slowly work on moving a body.
I will assist you. Do not charm me.
Everybody make a history check, please.
I'm just gonna
Oh
Like-
boy.
I charm you every day, sister.
Remember when LSD was in our party?
Okay, those weren't bad for us.
Nice.
Not bad at all.
Okay, so
Woo! Natural 16.
yeah, so Icarus, you'd still be kind of like suspicious of by this point of like, wait, this is actually a fairly sizable ship, and like it's kind of a toss up whether you've actually seen or been on one before, but like seems a little unreasonable that like one person could helm this thing alone. The rest of you would know for sure this is way out of the ordinary that one person is able to do this.
I'm gonna walk up and just start chatting with the captain while everyone else is working. And I'm just gonna be like, so do you ever get lonely? Or like no crew, no one to talk to? Except for us, I guess, but you don't always have us.
It's always nice to have company, but my services are of the solitary kind, and I've certainly learned to master my craft. Evidence of which you are writing.
I mean, couldn't you just do the same with a crew? Or is it just like, there's no point then, you know?
After this, and he's going to pull his hood aside, and you'll see that the entire right side of his face is covered in this, what looks like a burn scar, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And to the point that like his eye is almost swollen shut, but you can see that he can still see through it, or at least it looks normal. And it sort of covers part of his lips on the right side as well for the first like inch from the corner. After this, I wanted to make sure that my excursions endanger as few people as possible. So a one-man crew was on the top of my list.
Mm. A self-induced loneliness.
This was actually my first trip out this way. I'm just glad that the faction leaders found me when they did.
Now I kind of feel bad for him. Well, it's honorable that you don't want to put anyone else in harm's way, but we're also here to make sure you're not in harm's way, so we've got each other right now. I'll try to be like kind of reassuring but thankful. I don't know. It's hard.
I do appreciate that. And again, it's nice to have company that is as capable as you all. But speaking of how this happened, we'll be hitting that bitter cold probably later this evening, so you'll want to make sure that those comfy clothes are in order for you all.
You know, there's another way people keep warm. I'm just gonna, after like starting to like flirt a tiny bit or like hint, I'm just gonna face just question myself a little bit and just walk away. But I do want to like perception or insight to see if he has a reaction as I walk away.
Sure, insight.
All right. Don't fuck it up. 18.
He looks a little confused.
It's lost on them.
All right, so now with let's clear these guys off. You guys took care of that, I think.
Ulta has been slowly hacking away at them and throwing them overboard like she's making chum.
Nice.
So she
Nice.
probably looks insane and is probably covered in a lot of entrails and things and just
Oh.
shoving them off because she's too small to drink. So she's just been down there hacking away at whatever and tossing them over in chunks. And then, skimming off small pieces of sashimi to share.
Nice.
And then once she's full, she'll toss that guy too.
All right. Bloop. And bloop. Okay, so until further notice, the rest of the day seems to be ahead of you. Is there anything in particular you would like to be doing or talking about during the day? As the captain taps his staff again, and you'll feel the ship go off onto its familiar, very fast speed from the original takeoff.
Nope.
Would
Just
find a quiet spot and do some training.
gonna bundle my lizard.
Okay. Ulta, is there anything in particular that you're working on? I can't remember where you were at with specific set of sort of signs.
We were working on 3 new ones, but I don't remember them. I would have to pull up the thing, which I can do.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Someone else can go in the meantime, though.
I'm gonna focus most of my downtime training on close quarters combat, which was a ranged close quarters fighting style that exists. So that's kind of gonna be what most of my downtime goes to right now.
Okay. We are going to go for 1 point of work and up to 1 attempt at finishing something, so success or failure rolls, per hour, since we're only doing a couple days of travel at this point. So you will have up to 7. Juno and Aster, is there anything in particular you would like to be doing?
I think Aster would, if Juno wasn't too busy doing something, just kind of like walk by and just kind of check in. Like, hey, like, how are you doing? You are also super muted. I'm sorry. I can read the fuck on your lips.
I heard that one.
Heard that. I think she just kind of sits there with her mouth open for a while and is just like, not well? I don't know. Still trying to sort out if I should have stayed or if I should have come with. But, didn't get as beat up as you, so I'm doing fine in that department.
That's true. As she's kind of looking at a couple of the bruises she got from the last scrape this morning. You say, I think do to some extent understand. I've been away from my village for a really long time. Sorry, this was getting so uncomfortable. And at least at the beginning of it, I wasn't really sure if that was the right decision. That, I missed them so much that I didn't know if I should go on and try to be this moon speaker, this leader of people that I'm apparently destined to be. But I think in the end, they believe in me to do it and that I'll come back. And, I think Eliseo thinks that of you too.
I just don't have anyone to give me butt touches right now, and it's mildly upsetting.
At this point, Aster would just start blushing. She...
Sorry. Was that? Sorry.
Oh no! It's fine. That was just she gets so like flustered, like just. I just wasn't expecting that. But I'm glad that you are so comfortable being so honest.
Just gonna try to read Aster a little bit. Just try to understand like why she got so flustered, I guess, in that moment. So you kind of get like the creepy deadpan eyes of like butt touches are a normal thing. Why are you freaking out? Trying to understand you a little bit. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like an insight check, just me, just like wondering. Do we not talk about butt touches? Was that too far?
No, it's just like a general like, you know how like different groups of people talk about like how their family interacts differently. I feel like her family is like a lot like less of the touchy-feely kind. So like, it's not that like she disapproves of anybody that like is super into physical
it's just
contact
not like
or
an
anything.
open conversation.
She just doesn't know what to do. It's basically it. It's like
after a little bit of Aster's discomfort, she'll just kind of giggle a little bit to herself. Sorry. Sometimes I like to test the boundaries a little bit. I miss them, but part of me feels like I would have missed my brother more if I had stayed there. I just don't know what life is like without him somewhere nearby. I had centuries without Eliseo, but I think the longest I've been away from him was when he was traveling with you both.
Well, you two definitely make quite the pair.
That's one way of putting it. Do you think we could perhaps pull a prank on him together?
Maybe. It might be a little difficult considering we're like so close together, but what are you thinking?
Icarus is below deck working on, hanging out with his lizard friends, so it is.
Yeah, we're above deck, hanging out under my umbrella.
Yep.
On our yacht. When you say he's hanging out below deck, is he hanging out beneath, like, you know those crisscross things in the floor that we were kind of standing on? Yeah, that we were kind of standing on. Is he underneath those?
So that goes to a sort of storage area.
Okay.
Having walked around both levels of the ship now, you would recognize that you don't recognize that space. So it's definitely not like one of your or any of your sleeping quarters or the captain's.
Okay. I have an idea. He really loved when you were a spider. And by loved it, I mean he was mildly terrified. Perhaps I use some of my magic, you use some of your magic, and we just give him a little daytime startle. I mean, who's expecting spiders on a ship? Or, for that matter, flames to flicker, brighten, or dim, and change color for a minute. Or harmless tremors.
I feel like I'm not going to be frightened by this.
Oh no, it's going to be a really weak prank, but it's enough to get your attention.
Yeah, it's going to be so stupid, but I'm so excited.
I'm going to let you all role play it out how you choose.
How about I cause his door to open just very abruptly, and in his confusion, you sneak in as a spider. And then we just little Miss Muffet, I believe, is the sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey.
Along came a spider.
Yep, sat down beside her. And maybe frightened him away. But while you're in there doing that, I'm going to stand outside the door, completely invisible, completely quiet. And so when he attempts to flee from you, he runs face first into me and my staff. It won't really hurt him. And plus I can break him immediately afterwards.
You know him best. You know him best, so I'll trust this. This is gonna be horrible.
Or you could turn into a different animal. Whatever you think is kind of freaky. I personally love spiders. They help take care of other things.
Oh boy, you've just opened Pandora's box. What else?
yeah.
What other creepy
Let's
things
get
can I
fucking
become?
weird.
Hold on.
While you're looking that up, I'd like to also point out the fact that now, with this plan hatching, the story of Miss Muffet, Tuffets, and Curds and Whey are now in our world.
It's canon.
I'm not lactose intolerant in this realm. I'll eat all the fucking curds.
Okay, but would it be too much to become a giant wasp?
No.
Holy hell.
Oh my god.
Well, because even a giant wasp is like Jumanji big. It's not like.
It's not
Big.
his
It's a
size
medium-sized creature.
Oh
Holy
shit, that's real
shit.
big. Never mind.
Yeah, they mean giant.
That's a fuck around and find out kind of wasp.
It's a
It's
one
bigger
half
than a
CR.
person.
It's terrifying.
Oh my god.
I'm like, as a player, I'm sitting here so unentertained, but like, in game, I'm like, like I'm entertained, but like my character would be unentertained, but he doesn't know. But like,
He doesn't know this is happening.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it will be entertaining. There's so much.
While they're figuring that out, Ulta, did we end up, Chrissy, the player, did we end up finding out the details?
Yeah, we had decided on 30 successes for sit, stay, and fly, and 50 for roll over, fetch, and spit out some fire.
Okay, and that was 30 before 10 and then 50 before 10? Sorry, your camera blipped. I can't see if you nodded or shook your head.
Yes, question mark? I can't remember, honestly.
Okay, I believe that was the case, and it's all...
I think it was. It sounds right.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so go ahead and roll as many as you were going to do up to the 7 remaining hours of the day, if you're going to roll, or if you're just going to be working on
Yep.
it.
Yep.
The points will accumulate. And then let me know how many of those, if you roll successes and failures, let me know where you land on those.
Year?
For my combat practice, what type of check would you like me to make? Because it's different than what I've done before for most of it.
Right. We're going to do athletics checks.
Okay.
If you say so.
I'm just gonna make...
Actually, no, let me think about that for a second. So
Since I'm Dex, would it be acrobatics?
I'm kind of thinking about it. Not necessarily because you're Dex, but more so because you are attempting to do something that is more... It's appropriately fitting for acrobatics, like being able to shift around and move around in an agile way in order to avoid the immediate danger that constitutes what disadvantage is for a ranged attack. So I think the argument can be made for acrobatics.
Perfect. I'm happier with that.
I did 6 checks and I was successful on 4.
4 out of 7.
I didn't do a 7th because I didn't know if that was too much. Figured maybe an hour we'll just relax.
Okay. Okay. So there'll be a couple of times where you're kind of like cycling through your different. I don't want to call them commands because you're not really commanding him. You're really trying to communicate. Help me out with the wording here, if you can. I'm just going to call it commands for now, I guess, because that's the closest thing. But I know that's not really like the mindset you're going for.
We've been calling it a cant, so like a language.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So
Dragon can't.
Yeah, dragon can't. So there will be a couple times where you've hit a couple successful attempts and you've given him the rewards that you usually go for, and the behavior and the patterns are kind of going along with it, that you can tell he's learning what you intend for him to learn, and it's all working out. And maybe a couple times here and there you're sort of switching it up to make sure that he's actually recognizing the sign and not just the pattern that you're cycling through. And maybe he'll slip up once or twice, but then he gets right back on the proverbial boat after just slipping up once or twice with you.
And then how many skill points is considered a success?
It's an additional 1. So it's going to be 1 for each hour that you worked on it at all, plus 1 for each success.
So that's points that I'm putting in then.
Yes. It's 2 different metrics we're going on. We're going successes and failures as 1, and then separately you're counting your total skill points. All right, Aster and Juno. Is there a prank afoot?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will use once we're ready. Once Aster gives me like, I don't know, some type of hand signal. I would have asked Aster to cast Pass Without Trace on us, so he would not hear us coming.
For
And
sure.
then we will sneakily make our way down, and I will blast his door open with thaumaturgy while completely invisible, so he cannot see me doing this thing. And then I will let Aster shine as a giant ass wasp.
Yep, just gonna sneak in. Haha.
I don't even know how to react in character.
There's a human-sized wasp that just entered your room after the door was flung open.
Well, the thing that I would normally say, I wouldn't say in this game because it's, the JFC does not exist in this world. So, help.
Help.
Do you start screaming or anything? Legitimately, how would Icarus respond?
I feel like it's like a startle jump, but like a wasp is like a bug, and we were raised in nature, so I'm like, it's more of like a what the fuck? How'd you get in here? Like, we're on a high speed.
It's
boat.
also a giant wasp.
I know.
Look at me, 5 feet tall.
Let's do this. Let's do a history check on Icarus.
Okay. I'm just like,
See if we can help you out a little.
Panic.
20.
Okay. We'll say that you are aware that giant insects do exist, and you've probably at least seen some in your non-adventuring life.
I'm just gonna nope, out. Just try to shoo it, and then I'm gonna use my bow just like a stick. Hey, back! I've got a child. I'm not afraid to hurt you.
I'm gonna cause the lights in his room to flicker, the little candle lights and torches and stuff like that. Shortly followed by a harmless tremor in the ship.
At that point, I'm just gonna sit down and just okay.
After a bit, it's no other reaction actually happens. I feel like Aster would just drop wild shape and be like, that really didn't get you? Oh, I thought our plan was so good.
It was only so believable, it's just random magical effects. that only my sister can do that I know of.
Point taken.
I don't know, like. You know, we're on a boat. There's a natural shaking, and then there's like a, okay, what's going on?
I am going to quietly as possible, walk in and try to shove my finger up his nose. Pull it.
I feel like that's the scariest part.
You're invisible, right?
Yeah.
It happens.
Hell yeah. I'm invisible, pass without trace, and I know what the fuck I'm doing in stealth.
How does this victory make you feel?
I flee immediately. Like once you start like kind of like, where are you? I'm just out. And by the time you find me, I'm sitting in my chair underneath my umbrella on the upper deck.
No, that one was a good one.
At least that one, like, I didn't see coming.
All right, so Juno, now back on the upper deck, you'll see quite easily now the heavy, dark cloud cover that at this point is clearly in a very clean sort of cone-like shape, where the disc part, the widest part of the cone, is at the skyline closest to the ocean, and then it just sort of cones upward where you can't really see it anymore, and it looks like it's actually kind of swirling slowly, with the mist now very visible ahead of you as well. And you'll also notice that around you in the water would be a whole slew of broadening chunks of ice, and you'll see that they're actually sort of like dispersing away from the hull of the ship as you're flying at breakneck speed along, but clearly without hitting the ship.
What kind of magic do you use on this ship?
That is a repulsion spell. I had help with that one from the mages at the order. I built the more enchanted, the more mechanical aspects of this ship. But that one I certainly had help. For our protection, of course, and efficiency of our travel.
I need to learn that spell for myself. I want to be able to repel people, and ice, and cold. I guess I'll kind of like stay up here, but in my now bundled babushka look, because fuck being cold, and just try to keep an eye out while I'm up here, and then eventually, hopefully, putting up a dome up here that we can all rest inside of at a comfortable temperature, and that the captain could see out of. Yeah, I would do this like the captain's wheel would be the center of it, and we would all sleep on top.
Okay.
So we could all see out at all times.
Okay.
We can see out, things cannot see in. We're just a bowl on top of a boat.
Okay, so we will then get to the end of this day, and the captain will agree to that happening. So is there any way in particular you all would like to handle the overnight?
I can stay up for the first part. If someone else wants to take the dawn shift. I
will purposely not sleep with my sister or avoid sleeping with her because she stuck her finger so aggressively up my nose. I'm not even gonna call it a prank. It wasn't worth it. But I will take the other watch,
funny.
so I don't have to interact.
to wake him up, I wake him up with a wet willy.
So unnecessary.
I'm having a wonderful time.
Okay. Was anyone else keeping an outlook at all, or pretty efficient?
Sure. We'll see what my shifter eyes see.
Okay.
Ulta would for sure just sleep because she definitely got hit a whole bunch, so she's gonna recover her HP.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take one shift.
So, Juno, perception check, please, for the first.
22.
Okay. Way off in a distance, very near the mists as you're approaching it even more at this point. You'd swear that you could see, like, a very small, faint, pointed source of light. A single one. And then it sort of dissipates after a little while, and then another hour or so later you'll see 2 or 3 like clustered in a small group in the distance, and then it'll dissipate as well.
Does it seem magical in nature, or like lighthouses, or
Certainly not anything
would
like
I know
a
what it
lighthouse.
is?
With that perception, I'd say you would reasonably be able to assume that they were like handheld lamps.
In the water?
No, these would be... Sorry, I did not describe enough. These would have been off in the distance, like on some of the bigger looking chunks of ice.
Okay. Like a bullseye lantern, kind of like, bloop, and then closing.
I don't know what a bullseye lantern is.
So maybe not.
I just mean like an actual handheld, like imagine a single chain link with the glass thing hanging on it with a candle inside sort of thing.
Yep.
But nothing else really happens for you on your shift. So then we can go to Aster for the second.
I will let Astra know what I saw and what to keep an eye out for.
Mm-hmm. 27.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to give you advantage. So go ahead and roll again, see if we get anything better because of the
Crit
specific
fish.
the specific heads up that Juno had given you for certain things.
Nope,
Okay.
never mind.
So by the time you get about half hour in, excuse me, that's going to be the point that you officially cross this sort of wall of mist, and you're actually underneath the edge and beyond the edge now of this disc of the heavy, thick, dark cloud cover. It's a little bit more difficult to see farther distances, like more than maybe 500 feet or so, like a light fog. And you definitely also see once or twice at most small clusters of these lights, and actually you're able to focus on one enough that along with it you could swear that accompanying it would have been the shadows of people, like humanoid average sized people. You're not really able to make out specific features of them between flying by so fast and the mist itself. But definitely like arms, legs standing up on their feet, probably walking or traveling to on foot. But nothing else for you. So we will achieve our long rest, and before we go to our next and probably last break for the evening, I'll let you all know that we actually have a level up. So, for those who may be a little confused about that, Something about D&D that's sometimes not so great is that D&D very explicitly lays out methods to do level ups, especially in terms of like fights, combats, and like experience gaining, or if you're doing milestones equivalent to experience gaining. I think it's often overlooked that when you achieve major things that aren't just combat and fighting, they can have a similar effect to the experience of the characters in the game. So, since our last level up, you have had a basically like quorum encounter with the Council of Giants. I consider that to be a pretty major event. You also had a similar encounter with the Council of Waterdeep, which is also going to have influence and consequences, etc. And you did have one small fight, but between those other two, again, what I'm considering to be major events, highly influential on the world around you, that's essentially where this level up is coming from. So, we're going to go on break real quick, and when you guys are ready, go ahead and start working on that level up, and we will all be right back in a few minutes. Hello, we're back. I don't know why I just acted like we're on a roller coaster, but, you know, crazy fun times. We have had 2 days now. Well, yeah, 2 days on the Frostskimmer with Captain Lerustah. One of which we've encountered some marrow, who are mutated merfolk, and giant octopus trying to octopus. What is octopus plural? I know what we all want to say.
Octopi.
But it's not that.
Octopi.
There it is.
Octopodes.
Octopussies.
Happy Pride? Question mark.
Happy
Happy
Pride!
Pride!
Why have one when you can have 8 at once? Happy Pride.
Hey, there we go. All right. Yeah, so that
Okay.
happened. And we have now crossed into the mists, so to speak, and literally, into this strange sort of abnormality in the weather area that you all saw coming along the way. And now a couple of you have actually seen individual small specks of light. Overnight, when transferring the watch, you talked about that a little bit, but it is now the next day. We have achieved a level up, and now the morning is yours ahead of you to do and or talk about whatever you would like.
Ulta would be putting on her warm winter clothes and putting on a nice small scarf that she would have created for Sunrunner, just to keep him snug.
That's so cute.
The temperature has dropped considerably since the day before.
My albino albino lizard is as close to my body heat as it can get. Maybe I have a little pouch for them somewhere beneath my bra. I don't know. We're holding him close, keeping him warm, letting him peek his head out if he needs to, but for the most part, he just likes to sleep. Very lazy lizard.
I like to think that Aster is using her Staff of Flames and the Produce Flame cantrip to basically make like a little like heated seat for Seymour to sit on.
I imagine him trying to like line my armor with fur so that it's like extra, like, you know, marsupial pouchy for them.
Nice.
Oh wait, that's literally exactly what you did, but I described it differently. God damn it. I was like, I'm so clever. Wow.
That's all right. You got your own flavor on it. So, spoiler alert, at least a few hours are going to pass by. So, we'll have another 4 hours of the day for things that you would like to do. We're in a traveling sequence again, so... Anything in particular you guys would like to do or work on during that time?
I think I understand what my
Ulta
down
is
project was.
doing the same Z's.
Okay. So Ulta's working on that. Juno, I'm sorry, I missed what you said there.
Working on. I think I figured out what Project 2 is in these notes, where it says Twilight Sanctuary upgrade insight checks. We were trying to figure out something to help upgrade my Twilight Sanctuary, so it wasn't this or that, but a this and that situation. So if I pull up my Twilight Sanctuary, it wasn't you grant it hit points, temporary hit points, or you end the effect of causing it to be charmed or frightened. It would be both.
Okay. That sounds
And then I
good.
think insight checks is what we were using for that.
That sounds right. Did you happen to have a note already of how many successes before failures to complete that project?
No. But I do know that there's no way for me to fail this project.
Oh, because yeah, you got a plus 13. Holy hell. Still roll them though, because the crits will count as an additional skill point and success.
Damn it, 32.
Okay, so you've got that going on. Ulta, it looks like we're struggling a little bit with Sunrunner, huh? I'm gonna blame the cold.
Yeah.
He's a little distracted by the discomfort. He doesn't look like he's like in danger with the cold at all, but clearly uncomfortable, at least. And Icarus is training on maneuvering for close combat.
I did better this time.
There you go. Aster, what is there anything you'd like to be doing during this time?
Yeah, I wonder if it would be possible to at least muse over starting a new project.
Okay.
That being that currently Aster's shifting feature, the whole like thing that she does in combat mostly, only lasts for a minute, but has applications for tracking, both in and out of combat, but you can't really track for just a minute out of combat. So I was wondering if there'd be any way to lengthen that.
Sure. So thinking out loud here, it's not a spell, it is a feature of your race.
Race.
Right? Okay.
Mm.
So I don't think, I think we might have options. You could focus on harnessing your magical capabilities in order to enhance this feature about yourself, in which case we would go with Arcana checks. Or you can focus on the more primal aspects of tracking and staying in shaped forms in the first place, and just go with, I would make it survival.
I was thinking that too.
So I'll let you choose, and it's essentially going to be more of a flavor thing, but also impacting, of course, what you roll.
Yeah, I think at least like this being like very much in her nature, not as much the abilities that she's honed over time, I think she would go more towards the survival route of just observation, honestly, like at the sky, like peering back into that fog to see if she can see any further, just like trying to enhance her senses just kind of as much as she can just through practice.
Okay. So thinking through this off the top of my head and comparing it to other things to try to keep it balanced. And for those of you at home who may not recall from our past travel sessions, we have a custom take here on downtime projects. Some of them are in line with things that are outlined in like Xanathar's Guide and some other supplementary material places, but this is sort of a combination of my own spin on downtime activities, but also with a lot of input on what the players want to do. Some of it's crafting, some of it's training, Some of it's training other people or things. So it's keeping our travel time a little more interesting and broadening the things we can do in the game. So heck, I'm thinking as a potentially continuing project, I'm thinking we go for the basic tier that you're at, because you haven't the skill is fresh for you, so you're starting at 0 on the skill points. For the basic tier, you're going to be going for 20 successes before 5 failures will extend the maximum time of that ability by 1 minute.
All right.
This is a project that you can recycle as you go. The skill points will accumulate. And then as you hit different tiers, if you guys are putting these on that spreadsheet, then Aster, for this one, I'll kind of workshop like how the tiers will work out with your skill point accumulation. Sound okay?
I just need to update mine,
Sounds
but
good.
I have it noted down.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you're traveling along and working on these side projects. About half the day is going to pass, and you will feel an aggressive lurch in the ship. And everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh.
Every time.
Okay.
Ah, natural 1.
Oof.
There it is. I don't know. Whoa.
16, 9, 13, 13. Okay. Icarus.
Yes.
Oh. Sorry, buddy. You're going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage from getting thrown off of the ground into a wall and then back to the ground from the ship. I mean, it basically lurches so much that you go beyond a 45-degree angle.
Oh.
Yeah, so it just absolutely throws you against the wall. Juno and Aster. Why are your things showing up different? It doesn't matter. Anyway, Juno and Aster, you're going to be kind of knocked off your feet and you'll be knocked prone, but you're not hurt. And Ulta, you're able to sort of react in time that you don't really, you like leave the ground for just a second. You're able to catch yourself on your feet and or hands, however you think that would look. But then above deck, you're just going to hear the captain absolutely screaming, clearly calling for you guys.
Oh god.
We running.
Mm-hmm.
Up we go.
All right. He will meet you at the top of the stairs and will have, for the first time, an absolute look of sheer terror and panic on his face.
Oh.
He's going to point at each of you one at a time and go, you, there, you, there, you, there, you, there. Indicating at just outside the 4 corners of these grates.
Has a kraken been released? Oh, sorry. I can move over. That's Chrissy. I'm sorry.
This was me. No, I'm just kidding. I'll just stay right there.
We're just dancing across the map. It's fine.
I love it. That's way better.
Hi, Cynthia, you gonna come hang out with us back here?
Yeah. My tabs are loading slowly.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll scoot you.
There. I got it.
Oh, okay. There you are.
Just took me a second.
I'm slow. I've got little legs.
You will each see that you are standing above a very small pad that's black, and it's like the size of, like in our real world, it would be like the size of a coaster. At the foot of the ship. The command word is harness. If you want to fly, the command word is fly. Push the button to come back down. I trust that it'll keep you safe. but this is a test for all of us now. And he's going to run back up here and just slam this staff onto the hull of the ship, letting off this massive ping. And not far behind it, you will hear a chilling, familiar sound.
Oh. No.
As it passes, you will see this streak of white fly across on the left-hand side of the ship, and humongous spikes of ice immediately emerge out of the water, shifting you again and almost throwing you around, but you're ready for it this time. And you'll hear him scream, "Harness." Both of the masts will thunk down about 10 feet from where they were into the ship, and you'll hear this clicking and tinkering of a contraption that comes out of the ground underneath him and strap him onto basically what looks like a metal rope tethered to the ship. Roll initiative.
I'm scared.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yep. Oh, great.
God damn
Nice
it.
6. It's fine. Everything's fine. It'll be fine. Technically, that's a 4 because of Tony.
Tony came for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that is also a reminder for anybody watching this live right now. We do have several ways you can influence the game, especially when we are entering a combat here. Between bits, donations, channel point usage, all that jazz. Just check it out below the live screen, and feel free to have at it. I like that. Hold on to your butts. It's gonna get wild. I will ask as a free action, not meant to be leading in any way, but does any of you use the command word to harness, or are you staying of your own free movement?
Saying that he said it, I'll harness. Because he did it.
Same.
I don't-
He's on the same mindset.
I don't want to cast fly unless I have to.
That guy knows what he's talking about. Harness, please.
And as a sorry, so that was that all of you, or is anybody not doing it?
I think that was all of us.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all 4 of you will see these little black pads open up, and this combination of wood and metal contraption will shoot up and like hook over your shoulders, wrap itself around your waist, and you'll feel it like anchoring you to the ground. You're still able to stand and sort of turn and move as you'd like, but now sudden movements will be more heavily restricted, if you catch my drift. Mechanically, what the captain explained is you can use the command word fly to extend to some amount that he did not disclose. And
In our harness?
in your harness, yes. So like still anchored to the ship. Think like sailing. What's it called? Parasailing?
Like astronauts.
Parasailing.
Parasailing or astronauts, yeah. And the ship is obviously still moving at its breakneck speed. And then there is a button kind of on one of your hips that would retract you back down to the ship if you had been flying. These are all mechanics
See, this is
that
just
apply now.
this is just very tempting to play with.
I have been working on some new things to introduce to our games, and this is one of them. So, now with initiative, where it is, just after you utilize the harnesses available to you, you will see confirmation of the source that had let out that roar. If I can find the damn thing.
It was a white dragon, right? That's what we talked about.
A blue eyes white dragon, no less.
We talked about a
White
dragon that looked as if it was
White
made of ice
eyes.
itself.
Oh, ice itself. So
So
Either
potentially a crystal one.
it could be. I'm not sure.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I was between like white or crystal.
I am made of rock candy.
That's gonna be this guy.
Oh my god.
Roll 20. I was looking at my kitchen. Oh, hello. I like how meaty his claws are. As
Oh.
Courtney, as a character, not a big fan.
He's kind of ugly in an adorable way.
Yeah. Like, I would accept a hug.
You will also see, even in this quick pass, because it's a quick pass, but like flying sort of along you guys, so it seems really slow, but you're flying at an absolute breakneck speed. So, on its back, you will see a tiefling.
She's riding it? What?
Is this who we came here for?
Well,
Yeah.
I think so.
You were sent to
Girl,
find a
what are you
tiefling,
doing?
So, all right. So, Ulta, you are first to go. The dragon with this rider at this point are about 300 feet away from you. We're doing this totally theater of the mind because there's no good map to make this happen.
Yeah, I mean, she is just going to hold an action. She will steady one of her short swords and the crossbow and turn to somebody, whoever. She'll like whip this harness thing around, just kind of like so people, and say, can somebody maybe send her a message to tell her, like, don't kill us?
On it!
Can you
She's
send a message
definitely-
to someone that you're not familiar with.
You can.
I can see her right now.
You can see her. Yeah. Is that
I want
a
to send a message to her.
okay?
So
Yeah.
Also-
I'm holding my
allowed?
weapons.
I'll send it at a higher level if that makes it more effective.
I feel like that's the difference of
Wait.
message and sending. Message
That's
you
what I
can
was
just send to
just
someone.
thinking. Yeah.
To a creature with which you are familiar. The creature hears the message in its minds. So probably not then.
No, message you can send to just anyone as long as you can see them
I don't have message.
within 120 feet. Okay, yeah. Sending is someone you have to be familiar with.
Let me check to see if I still have it because I have changed some things in my time.
I could also scream really loud in the store. Because I have the thaumaturgy.
I still have message, so I will send her a message.
Ulta, if you're not doing anything else,
I'm just holding an attack for overly aggressive measures towards us, and if my teammates tell me to engage.
okay. That brings us to Icarus.
I will send her a message and I will say, in her head, wait, we were sent here to find you. We need your help. In like a friendly, pleading voice.
Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan, you're our only hope.
And she can respond, right?
You can respond to this message.
Yes. You will get a response. Leave us alone.
Oh.
That's it.
She said leave us alone!
Okay, tell her that's like not like really an option.
True.
As she chases us with a dragon.
Correct.
So that's an action.
Yep, that's my turn.
Nothing else for the rest of your turn?
I don't want to play with fire any more than I am.
Okay. All right. Everybody will need to make a... Nope, not everybody. The dragon will fly in much closer, swooping down toward you. And somebody roll a d4, please.
Who would like the responsibility?
I can do it right here. 3.
Juno, You are
Rad.
going to see this beam of something that looks pretty similar to like your moonbeam, but has a different sort of sheen to it. Come out.
Is it coming from its mouth?
No, it's going to be coming from basically like just in front of the face, as if it like manifested this ball, and then it shoots out toward you as this single beam.
Be about to be Super Saiyan.
It
Oh,
is.
fuck.
You need to make a dex save.
Can I when I'm in this harness?
Yes.
It's a magic harness.
14.
Okay. You are going to take. We're doing the one that says GM. I don't know why it's. Oh, because there's no token. That's why. We're taking the ones that say GM. 41 radiant damage.
Everyone, I have been bloodied.
Well, I know what my next turn is.
Does that cause Ulta's health action?
I would say so. That was
Uh-huh.
clearly hostile.
Yeah. I can't necessarily swing a short sword. But how far are they? Because I can only shoot 120 feet, I think.
Yep.
Or, I'm sorry, 30 feet. I can only shoot 30 feet. Or up to 120. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so 30 is the short range, meaning you just attack normally. The 120 is the maximum range, but anything between 30 and 120 is at disadvantage. It is actually, given where you are and where this happened, nope, you're going to be about 90 feet away from it at this point.
Okay, so I'll do the 2 crossbow bolts. But while doing that, I'm going to shout in Draconic or Abyssal or anything that we do not want to be doing this. Please stop. Can we just talk? She's going to be shouting that as she's like, you almost just killed my friend. She's like frantic. A 20 and a 13. I'm sure that 13 will really get that dragon there.
So this is, both of these are at disadvantage. So you got one more, or 2 more rolls.
Feels dumb, but okay.
Okay, both of your arrows are going to sail a bit wide between the franticness and the wind around you from traveling so quickly. It's difficult to aim. At the moment, there is no response to your loud pleas. Next, we're gonna need Ulta and Aster to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
All right. Oh, great, cool. 7.
And Ulta with a 13. Don't know if that's enough. Where did it go? Nope, it is not enough. You will see a bright orange beam of energy come out from the person who is riding this dragon and erupt into a fireball, hitting the 2 of you for 11
Oh my
fire
god.
damage.
Oh, hey, I'm resistant to that now. Have that.
That will bring us to Juno.
All right, I'm gonna give one round to try this out. Well, my voice will just be very loud for a minute. So here we go. I'm casting Thaumaturgy, and I'm going to say, we've been sent from the Council of Waterdeep. The bell has been rung, and there's a chance Tiamat could rise again. We're here for help. And it'll just boom out across. to both her and the dragon. I don't know if she knows Draconic, so I'll just scream in common. Maybe she does, but. I'm going to choose to scream in common.
Okay. Make a persuasion check, and do not read too far into what happens after. I'm going to do something a little different.
I wasn't
I
even asked
can't
to make
guide
a
myself,
persuasion
can
check.
I? Because I just cast that spell.
I wasn't even asked to make a persuasion check, and I use message. I am not nice.
Ooh.
Woo!
At 19
A
now.
natural 18 to make it 19. I'm not charismatic. I'm just doing my best. I'm earnest. At least I have that.
Okay.
I'm also like half dead, so there is some urgency to this plea.
You and your council have no authority over my home.
We don't want to be here. We're just here for Maccath to aid us with their knowledge.
There is no response to that. I'm going to say that much exchange of words is going to consume your action, but not your whole turn. Actually,
For
it's
my-
the persuasion, so that makes sense anyway.
Yeah, for my bonus action, I would like to oh, never mind. Nope. I don't got anything. I'm just gonna sit there and freak the fuck out for my bonus action internally, showing no emotion on the outside.
All right, Aster, you are up.
Okay. Seeing as these pleas are not working, and that the tactics that we're currently using are not convincing her, as the wind is whipping Aster's hair around wildly, she just quiets herself for a second and reaches into the echoes that Morlock has entrusted her with, and is going to use her Jade Amethyst Dragon Soul Stone ability.
Nice.
We're going Super Saiyan here.
Nice.
But yeah, just as the entire like physical transformation from this purple and jade armor just kind of appears around her, a lot like Marlock's look. It's an action. Okay, I just had to look at the sheet. She will look back up to the dragon and to Maccath and say, "Stop this. We're not like them. We need to talk."
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Oh boy, I'm not very good at those. Let's see. I'll use my +2 to make that a 16. Because why not?
All right, that's going to be action bonus action. I'm rule of cooling this since we're improvising on the Dragon Soulstone stuff anyway.
Oh,
Figuring that out as we go. Anything you'd like to do as far as movement goes, or activating the harness, or anything along those lines, or flight, anything along those lines?
I mean, to get a better vantage and like also like kind of shout this out, yeah, she would probably fly up. This is just something that's part of her soul stone anyway.
Okay, so here's a complication. If you attempt to fly, we'll say you do. You attempt to fly, but then realize that the harness is actually holding you firm elevation-wise to the deck. You have been able to like move around, but as far as up and down goes, it's holding you down.
God, we're also going very quickly to my plan, which is gonna go. Yeah, I'll go out more towards the middle. Right here. Wait, is that alt this? Why didn't I use alt? Right in the middle.
Okay. You will see where the dragon is. For a moment, it'll shimmer as if it was completely engulfed in. Do we all know what Ferrisris is?
No.
Over the table, Ferrisris is the I believe it's the Feywild's glowing moss that like glows in different like neon colors, greens, blues, purples, that sort of thing.
Ooh, like Volusia.
Yeah, it'll dazzle in this sort of effect for just a moment, and then will completely disappear from your sight where it once was. That'll bring us to. Whoops, those are no longer in here. Back up to Ulta. Wait, did I miss Icarus? No, you went second. Back up to Ulta.
Ulta will see Aster and Juno and Icarus all trying the like communication bit and do the same. She will take a note from Aster's book in an attempt to show some sort of dragon solidarity? Question mark? And question mark? And activate her golden dragon soulstone and kind of move herself to stand back, maybe back to back with Aster, or to some degree attempting to get into the visible eyesight of whoever, wherever they went, since they disappeared. And since they have disappeared, she's not going to shout anything or say anything. She is still just going to stand at the ready with Aster at their back.
Okay. That will then bring us to Icarus.
Using a second level spell slot, I will cast Bless on the entire party.
Nice.
Oh,
And then from there, I will also bonus action take a bardic inspiration for my sister so that she automatically passes her next. Essentially, between those two things, hopefully automatically passes whatever next save they make her do. That is a d6, just keep in mind.
Okay.
So everyone is a d4 and then a d6.
Is Bless something that you've done before? I can't remember.
No.
Juno, you'd notice that.
The fuck?
It's like I'm holding my bow, but I'm gripping like a necklace or something, and you're like, what the fuck?
we're talking
What
about
the
this
hell?
later.
Okay.
If I live through this, I need to ask you questions.
I've fallen for that trap. That is my entire turn action bonus action.
I lost something. 1 second.
Oh no.
How dare.
My sense of dignity.
Here we go. Aster, you
That
will
has
need
to be
to make a. Where did it go?
A death save.
Oh no.
This is hardcore.
Okay. I'm really sorry. There is one. Here we go. There it is. Wisdom save.
Ooh.
It's a D4.
Allegedly good at that. Plus a D4, very important.
This is against a charming effect if you have anything else that like resists or.
Damn, why didn't she do it on an elf? What the fuck?
Yeah.
22.
Okay, you're going to hear some whispers of that deep booming voice in your head trying to convince you to make things more difficult for your friends, but you're able to resist it for the time being. That will then bring us to you had seen the dragon last on the right side of the ship, only about 100 feet away. Sorry, on the left-hand side. That's where it was. On the left-hand side of the ship, only about 100 feet away, and it like did this sparkle and disappeared. And it's only been maybe 2 seconds since that happened. And all of a sudden, you'll hear this small crack of thunder on the right-hand side, and it reappears there. Only about 50 feet away from the ship at this point. And that'll bring us to this needing to happen. Lots of things going on. Constitution saving throw for... Who's on the right-hand side? My windows are being funky. Only Ulta, it looks like. Actually, no, Ulta and Aster, you're close enough. Constitution save.
Plus a D4.
Plus a D4, which will be... Oh, this isn't going to help.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no. 9.
I don't know why that doesn't ping the actual thing. Okay. Well, now you know what happened. Oh, wait, no. You guys can't see it, but chat can.
God damn it, chat. Tell us what happened.
Oh, I'm gonna go look at...
Don't read it.
Hold there.
Heck 9.
Is that Code of Cold?
Sorry, yes it is. Aster 9 and Ulta 19. Right?
Correct.
God damn it. Should have done something different my turn.
Ulta, you will take half of this. So 17 cold damage. Aster, you're taking 35.
Huh, okay.
All right, and that brings us to Juno.
I don't have enough healing to keep us up.
I am going to cast an aura of... Or no, is it this one? Yes. I'm going to cast a circle of protection once I move in closer to where my friends are a little bit on this ship. Oop, sorry, Esther. Will not be in your business. So I need to make a circle.
So the dragon is visible now because of the Cone of Cold?
It made itself visible, and the tiefling actually cast the Cone of Cold.
Gotcha.
Circle. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Ignore that circle. That's about 30 feet. Okay. So this will be my circle of power, which means I need to move to... Oh god, more circles. It's happening again. I'm just gonna move to like right here-ish, so I'm in the center-ish of this circle. And what circle of power does, I will drop it in the chat. But now, when there's saving throws that we need to make, we all roll at advantage, as well as for other magical effects and stuff. So like we could have rolled for advantage there, and then you take no damage when you would only take half damage. So
I have never
it's
heard of
essentially
this spell
like
before.
Evasion given to folks.
It's really good spell.
That's
Yeah,
like
so-
exactly what we need right now. That's insane.
Yes. So divine energy radiates from you, distorting and diffusing magical energy within 30 feet of you. So I am in my divine little circle here. And for my bonus action, I would like to vibe. I'm gonna vibe.
Okay.
Nice. Vibe check.
Oh shit. I need more bonus actions.
That's a mood.
Okay.
That aren't spells.
Someone roll a d4, please.
Can I do it?
Got it.
I'll do it.
Oh, Hyacinth's not in.
Oh, I thought you said he wasn't. My bad.
Roll the 1.
1, Aster.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
No.
It'll be fine. That'll be
Dexterity
fine.
save, please.
Alright, that's an advantage.
Take a
now.
look at your Dragon Soul stuff. I can't remember off the top of my head what advantages you get to those things or bonuses.
I don't get advantages, I just get resistance to certain types of damage.
Okay.
And bonus to like to HC, so it's major weak spot with these saving throws, but that's okay.
That's okay, because you're in the circle of power. Yeah.
Let's add a D4 to that, just to be safe. Just, let's be safe. Alright, 21.
Okay. You're going to see this ball of what looks just like essentially starlight or moonlight emanate in front of its face again and shoot out in a beam at you. It's going to miss you, but will rupture a massive hole into the upper deck of the ship.
Should have tanked it. No, I'm kidding.
Uh-oh.
And now it's your turn.
Oh boy. Okay, you said it was in about like 50 feet of us, right?
Yes.
Alright, cool. I would like to spend one of my draconic magic spell points to make a crystal explosion. It's right on it. So the exploding amethyst point you can choose and can see within 60 feet. Each creature within that 20-foot radius must make a DC, whatever my spell casting is. I think it's 17. Yes. DC 17 Dex save. Or take some damage and be knocked prone.
That'll be a 20 for the dragon.
Alright.
And I don't know why it's rolling an advantage from these, but 15
Ooh.
for Maccath.
Okay. The 15 will fail. So that will be full damage.
Okay.
But then, so let me just roll that. So 10, but 5 for the dragon. And Kath is also knocked prone.
Okay. You will see Maccath essentially get like knocked over, but stays on the back of this dragon. It would be incredibly obvious that somehow she is harnessed to it. Anything else?
That.
I think that is all I can do in range right now.
Okay. Back up to Ulta.
She is going to turn to her team, and she is currently also in her dragon soulstone form, and she is going to ask, so are we trying to kill it then? Is that the game plan?
I think so. I don't particularly
Alright,
want to die.
go. At least get them to stop.
For the dragon, maybe?
I don't like this route, but as far as I know, we still need her, but we don't need the dragon.
Feels wrong. Don't like it, but yeah, it sounds sound. Okay.
I don't like it, but I don't want to die.
Yeah. same. Okay, and she's going to fumble a bit and cast 7th level magic missile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, make it spicy.
Hail of bullets right there.
Yep.
She
Oh
pulls out
my
an
god.
Uzi.
Yeah, it just pulls out a fucking bazooka because the wand is like big enough for her to just hold it here.
Yep. So that is a total of 20 damage. That was at the dragon itself.
Yeah, just the dragon.
Okay. So you're gonna see all these bright blue beams of light emanate from her staff, and it's a lot more than usual, and clearly impact this dragon with small explosions of this heavy light. Anything else?
I'm just gonna shout again. We really don't want to fucking be doing this. If you'd quit, like, can we quit? That's all.
Persuasion check.
Okay. All right.
You've got this.
Oh wait, do I have a question because she's a favorite enemy? Do I have advantage on that?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh no, did my
Hey, bird, energy. Energy, enemy.
Enemy.
Words are hard.
It did freeze up a little bit, but I got your question. I don't know
Now
off
you
the top
bet.
of my head, so let's look.
Let's look. Yeah, I was just gonna say, well, let's look.
Yes.
In a book.
Can you, as well as advantage on intelligence-based checks to recall information about them? So I guess not.
We got through it. I heard it.
We got there.
Very robot, but we got it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was reading it, so never mind.
Right.
Just a 13.
13. Okay.
You have bless.
Just kidding, I have bless. Hang on.
It's not
It's on
first.
attacks and saving throws, I thought.
Just
yeah.
kidding. 13.
I thought it was for attacks and saving throws.
I'm
Attacks
not
and saving
saying
throw.
This is a check.
Persuasion attack.
Okay.
Objection.
Action, your honor.
The dragon is going to pretty much turn on a dime mid-air and come directly toward you guys and scream another breath, a line of breath into the water, not only in front of you, but as if it's going to go directly through the ship to cleave it in half. And you'll feel this lurch, and all of your harnesses will give this lock to keep your feet on the ground as the captain quickly reacts to just veer you out of the way of that. A part of the hull does crack against the shards of ice and spikes of ice that are flying out of the water, but he veers way off to the right, and you see the dragon just start flapping its wings to stay in one spot, and it will scream to you, "Consider this your final warning." And it'll turn back the way that it was originally coming from for that breath and fly away.
What?
That is where we will end this session.
That just pisses me off more than dying to it.
Woo!
So wait, now are we like panicking for the next 2 weeks, waiting for the dragon to attack us again, or
Yes.
is it flying away?
It's flying away.
You can see it flying, like it's no longer paying attention to you all.
I should have fucking fairy fired it.
Oh my god.
I was really about to just rev up like the heaviest hitting spell I could and just beat the shit.
Because I feel bad, welcome raiders, thank you for raiding. I do want to let you know that this show runs every 2 weeks, so before you jump ship, we are going to be raiding another channel with you as well. But we just finished an encounter with a magical semi-flying boat where an ancient crystal dragon being ridden by a tiefling sorcerer has attacked us and essentially warned us to turn the fuck around and go away.
She's out of spell slots now.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Remember, she's a sorcerer, not a wizard. She's out.
That
She
is.
gets 2.
Yeah, I use sorcerer
before you turn into a
lightly.
potted
Let's
plant.
not make too many assumptions. So that's where we're gonna pick up in 2 weeks. And we're gonna go around the table one more time, introduce ourselves, talk about things you got going on, and proceed to panic as you choose for the next 2 weeks until we pick it back up. So, Heck, we'll start with you.
Hey everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalot. You know, as per usual tonight, I played Aster the Circle of Wildfire Druid. And you can find me on all the social medias at Sir Heckalot. It's usually the best place to figure out where I'm going to be next in the TTRPG space. But I will give you a little bit of a preview for the rest of this month. Tomorrow, as well as every other Friday, you can find me right back here for Cold Hands, Warm Hearts, our Frost Maiden campaign that I have officially joined as a full-time player. We're in lieu of a boss fight as of before our hiatus. So we're gonna see how that goes, where we're gonna be next. On every Saturday for the foreseeable future, you can find me on the Hype Goblins channel playing a new Numenera campaign called Stars in the Stone. It's very, very fun. I've really enjoyed it so far. On the 20th, so this coming Monday, you can find me back here for Emerald Expeditions, our Emerald Enclave themed game, run by the lovely Tony Steppens. On the 23rd, you can see me on my personal channel running an episode of Dungeons and Discussions, a D&D podcast that I co-host with Tynes Dungeon. And our very own Turk Accented is going to be the next guest. So we'll see what we're going to talk about. We're not entirely decided on a topic yet. So definitely tune in. And I would definitely like to shout out Lost Caravan RPG. Thank you for the raid. You will also find me over there for the 29th of this month running a D&D 5e one-shot in the whole Alice in Wonderland theme that we're doing for that entire week. So it's going to be super, super cool. Very excited. And one last thing that's not for me, but something I still want to keep shouting out until this TTRPG bundle is not live anymore, is the bundle for Buffalo. It is an itch bundle that is still there. You have about 3 to 4 more days to go and support it because the folks in Buffalo still need our help. And there are some wonderful incentives that multiple communities, including Neon Lights Roleplay, Possum Punks, have also offered for certain donations to this bundle. So don't miss out on it. There are some great creators that have donated to it. So please, please, please do that. And that's about it. Going over to Hyacinth.
Hi, everybody. I'm Hyacinth. I was playing our Elven Spring Eladrin thing that does things. You can find me on Twitter at Anderson. This is my only current live game here right now, but I'm maybe running a guild game eventually. I don't even know anymore. Scheduling's weird. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the chaos that is our characters, and yeah, come back. Corndog.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Corndog McGraw. You can catch me in 13 days over on Neon Lights Roleplay playing Digimon. I am a kid who's traveling around with a nervous Lalamon, and if you don't know what a Lalamon is, I encourage you to Google it right now and find joy in your life. And then you can see me 2 weeks from now, back here, same time, same place, doing the same stuff. Lots of screaming. Because if that dragon comes back, I'm also pissed that I just blew such a big spell. And then it was like, and bye.
That spell was epic.
It's a great spell. We need to chase it down now. Sorry. Yeah, I'll pass it over to Chrissy.
Hey guys, I'm Chrissy Kritz. I played Ulta Cragmaw, our Swarmkeeper Ranger Kobold. Where can you find me? During module week, mostly here at TPK. You can find me not this week, not this coming week, the week following. So the week of like what, the 26th then? We will be doing the session 0 for Dirt, a game ran by Sarah X Franco herself. And then we have Madness Calls It Forth finale on Monday. And then Oath Sworn on Tuesday, and then back here on Thursday. So that'll be a busy week. Other than that, I am prepping to be GMing a game of Lighthearted, which is an 80s teen like high school magic folks kind of running game over on Plus One EXP. And then that's on July 9th. I mean, all the things, I guess. But as far as TPK goes, just to give you a heads up, all the money, well, not all the money, some of the players and staff and GMs have chosen to donate their money to the Marsha P. Johnson Institute, which is an amazing Black-ran institute that helps for social justice, everything having to do with pride and all the important things. Don't forget the first Pride was a riot, so make sure you do all the donating, and even if it's not on our stream, help out the rest of the crew. Other than that, I'm a Jasper's Game Day ambassador as well, and I think that's also a pretty beautiful thing. So check them out. They could use some support and help, considering all the stress and overwhelming things that we are currently the TTRPG scene. I know there's lots of feelings and all the good things, so support each other and love each other, and I'll pass it over to Magic.
All right.
One question, Magic, real quick.
Yeah.
Chrissy reminded me, and we've said it multiple times tonight, but it is Pride Month. Can we be real gay to end out Pride Month next time? Like, I'm just wondering if I can wear, yeah, that's pretty gay. Plan to have like a rainbow sesh.
You can wear whatever you like as long as it does not violate Twitch TOS or TPK's TOS, which in this case I believe is going to be more lenient than Twitch.
Why wear rainbows when you can dress like a whore?
You can do rainbows and horror, okay? I do both. The weekend before that is Pride here. So
I will do my best to put something together myself. I don't have very much rainbow stuff, but darn it, I could go get something. So
slacker.
Oh yeah.
I'm kidding.
Absolutely. I'm kidding. There is no good reason to say no to that. So yeah, I'm Dat Magic Juice. I run this game here every other Thursday. Since we had so many raiders as we're closing out, I do want to pitch this a little bit more hardcore right here, right now than I normally do. This is the Dragon 1. It's the Dragon 1 in D&D 5th edition. We've encountered 6, 7 now dragons, several half dragons. There's Wizards of Thay. There's a bunch of Shadow Warrior stuff that's all homebrewed. And now we also have people in the party who have in their possession dragon soul stones that essentially transform them into what has been referred to as dragon warriors. If you think you know
the baby dragons.
Yep. If you think you know the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, I assure you, you have never seen it done like this before. So if you're into that very high fantasy, very high magic, classic D&D stuff, this is one of several on this channel to pay attention to. So I hope to see you in 2 weeks. I do have other stuff going on, but it won't be essentially until after that. So I think I'm going to leave it there for now. Happy Pride, and be cool, everybody.